Scout Automobile, welcome back. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the sound of a forgotten legend awakening once again. Not quietly, not carefully, but with the same rebellious spirit that once dominated American streets and shook the asphalt beneath it. The 2026 Oldsmobile 442, a name that carried power, attitude, and unmistakable muscle through an unforgettable era, now imagined for a modern world where heritage meets innovation. This is a conceptual design based on imagination and future possibilities. And from the very first glance, this machine feels different. Not just another modern performance car, not another electric-inspired shape trying to imitate emotion. The 2026 Oldsmobile 442 feels alive. Start at the rear, where the soul of this concept reveals itself with quiet aggression. The back of the car is wide, planted, and sculpted with confidence. A full-width LED taillight signature stretches across the rear fascia, glowing like a red horizon in the darkness. The lighting feels sharp and futuristic, yet there's something unmistakably classic in its simplicity. The rear stance is muscular without looking oversized. Every surface has tension in it. Every angle feels deliberate. Gloss black accents merge seamlessly with brushed metallic trim, creating a balance between old-school toughness and modern precision. At the lower section, integrated dual exhaust outlets sit inside a performance-inspired diffuser, hinting at the raw energy imagined beneath the hood. The bumper design is clean and aerodynamic, avoiding unnecessary clutter while maintaining a bold identity. Nothing here feels artificial, nothing feels forced. The 442 doesn't beg for attention, it naturally owns it. As your eyes begin moving forward, the proportions of the body become impossible to ignore. Long hood, wide shoulders, low roofline. The silhouette instantly captures the spirit of classic American muscle, while evolving it into something sharper and more refined. The side profile flows with confidence. A strong character line stretches from the front fender to the rear quarter panel, giving the body movement even while standing still. The surfaces are smooth but muscular, reflecting light in a way that constantly changes the car's personality depending on the angle. Large multi-spoke alloy wheels sit perfectly within sculpted wheel arches, giving the concept an aggressive stance without sacrificing elegance. The wheels don't just support the car, they complete it. This is where retro inspiration transforms into modern art. Now shift toward the front, and the presence becomes even more powerful. The face of the 2026 Oldsmobile 442 is imagined with a perfect blend of heritage and futurism. A wide grille dominates the front fascia, finished in dark metallic mesh with subtle chrome detailing that quietly honors the original 442 legacy. At the center sits the iconic identity of Oldsmobile, reimagined not as nostalgia, but as a symbol of reinvention. The headlights are slim, aggressive, and deeply expressive. Sharp LED elements extend outward toward the fenders, creating an intense look that feels focused and purposeful. These lights don't simply illuminate the road, they shape the car's attitude. Below them, functional air intakes enhance both cooling and aerodynamics while adding depth to the design. The hood rises with sculpted lines that suggest serious performance beneath the surface. It feels muscular, but never excessive. The 442 approaches with confidence, not noise, not drama, just presence. Move toward the front left side, and the balance between aggression and sophistication becomes even clearer. The curvature of the front fender wraps tightly around the wheel, creating tension within the bodywork. Reflections move naturally across the surface, making the car appear alive under changing light. From this angle, the proportions feel almost perfect. Long wheelbase, short overhangs, wide stance, everything contributes to a posture that feels athletic, stable, and unmistakably American. Now slowly transition toward the front right side, where symmetry completes the visual identity. Every line mirrors precision. Every contour feels intentional. The LED daytime running lights create a sharp visual signature, giving the concept a futuristic edge without abandoning its roots. The mirrors are slim and aerodynamic, integrated with modern technology while maintaining clean body lines. Sensors and cameras blend naturally into the design rather than distracting from it. This is how a legend evolves, not by copying the past, and by respecting it enough to move beyond it. Now open the door and step inside a cabin imagined for drivers who still believe emotion matters. The interior of the 2026 Oldsmobile 442 combines modern performance-focused design with subtle references to classic muscle car heritage. The dashboard is wide and driver-oriented, wrapping naturally around the cockpit to create a feeling of connection between driver and machine. A fully digital instrument cluster sits behind the steering wheel, displaying customizable performance information with crisp, high-resolution graphics. It changes depending on driving modes, adapting from calm cruising layouts to performance-focused displays instantly. At the center of the dashboard, a large infotainment screen integrates seamlessly into the cabin architecture. Navigation, media, climate controls, and connectivity systems are all designed to feel intuitive rather than distracting. Nothing feels overcomplicated. Nothing interrupts the experience. Premium materials define every surface. Soft leather, brushed aluminum, carbon-inspired accents, and subtle stitching details create an atmosphere that feels both modern and authentic. Ambient lighting runs gently across the cabin, enhancing the mood without becoming overwhelming. The steering wheel feels thick and performance-oriented, perfectly shaped for confident control. Paddle shifters sit naturally behind it, imagined for drivers who still enjoy the connection between input and response. The seats are deeply supportive yet comfortable enough for long journeys. Bolstered side supports keep the driver planted during spirited driving, while soft materials ensure luxury remains part of the experience. This cabin isn't designed just for transportation, it's designed for emotion. Step back outside and observe the car once again from a distance. The way light moves across the surfaces changes constantly. Every angle reveals new details. Sharp reflections along the body lines emphasize the tension within the design. Walk toward the rear left side and notice how naturally the rear quarter transitions into the side profile. The wheel arches feel powerful, grounding the car visually while enhancing its muscular proportions. From this perspective, the 442 feels ready for anything. Late night, city streets, open highways, and free desert roads stretching endlessly into darkness. Now move toward the rear right side, where the design reaches complete symmetry. The taillight signature glows with futuristic precision. The diffuser, exhaust outlets, and sculpted bumper create a rear profile that feels stable, aggressive, and refined at the same time. And now, let's explore what truly defines the imagined spirit of the 2026 Oldsmobile 442. Performance. Under the hood, this concept could feature a modern twin-turbocharged V8 powertrain, or possibly a hybrid-assisted performance system designed to combine raw muscle with modern efficiency. The focus isn't only speed, it's responsiveness, character, and emotional driving feel. Acceleration is imagined to feel immediate and powerful. Torque arrives smoothly but forcefully, pushing the car forward with the kind of confidence classic American muscle cars were famous for. The exhaust note would likely combine deep mechanical rumble with refined modern tuning, creating a sound that feels aggressive without becoming overwhelming. This is not imagined as silent performance. It's imagined as emotional performance. The suspension system could be designed to balance comfort with sharp handling precision. Adaptive dampers may adjust instantly depending on road conditions and driving style, allowing the car to transition naturally between relaxed cruising and aggressive cornering. Steering response is envisioned as quick and connected, giving the driver confidence while maintaining stability at higher speeds. Whether driving through city streets or open highways, the 442 would aim to feel planted and controlled. Braking performance is imagined with large ventilated systems capable of delivering consistent stopping power under demanding conditions. Every aspect of the driving experience is focused on balance, power control, emotion. Safety technologies would operate quietly in the background. Adaptive cruise control, lane monitoring, collision warning systems, and blind spot assistance could all work seamlessly without interrupting the driver's connection to the road. Inside the cabin, technology extends beyond convenience. A premium audio system transforms the interior into a personal sound environment. Intelligent climate systems maintain comfort automatically. Wireless charging, advanced connectivity, and customizable interfaces create a driving experience that feels truly modern. Yet despite all this technology, the soul of the 442 remains emotional. Because this concept isn't about screens, it's about feeling. Imagine driving through a city late at night. Streetlights reflecting across the sculpted hood, the LED lighting signature glowing against the pavement. The engine imagined beneath the hood responding instantly as the road opens ahead. That's the spirit this concept tries to capture. Freedom, confidence, presence. The 2026 Oldsmobile 442 isn't imagined as a machine obsessed with being futuristic at all costs. Instead, it respects the emotional DNA of classic American muscle, while evolving it for a generation that expects technology, refinement, and design sophistication. It doesn't erase its history, it builds upon it. Every line in the body, every surface in the cabin, every imagined detail under the hood, all of it exists to answer one question. What would happen if one of the most iconic muscle car names in American history returned today, with no fear of the future? The answer feels powerful, not because of numbers, not because of specifications, but because of identity. The 442 was never just about horsepower, it was about attitude. And this imagined 2026 interpretation carries that same spirit forward with modern confidence. As the sun begins to disappear beyond the horizon, reflections across the body become softer. The lighting signature grows brighter. The car feels almost cinematic standing beneath the city glow. People don't simply look at it. They pause, because there's something rare about a design that feels both familiar and completely new at the same time. And that's what makes this concept unforgettable. It understands its roots, without becoming trapped by them. The 2026 Oldsmobile 442 concept represents more than a possible comeback. It represents the idea that true automotive icons never fully disappear. They evolve in memory, waiting for the right moment to return stronger than before. And when you finally step away, taking one last look at the silhouette fading beneath distant lights, you realize something important. Legends never really die. This is a conceptual design based on imagination and future possibilities. They simply wait for the road to call them back.